So we've got this incredibly ancient, incredibly sophisticated site. But what was it for? Well, that's where things get really interesting. Most archaeologists agree that Göbekli Tepe was primarily a ritual center. But what kind of rituals? Some researchers suggest it was a site for ancestor worship, with the T-shaped pillars representing stylized human figures, perhaps revered forebears watching over their descendants. Others propose that it was a place for shamanistic practices, where people would come to connect with the spirit world. The animal carvings might represent spirit guides or totems. And then there's the astronomical angle. Some of the enclosures seem to be aligned with certain celestial events. Could Göbekli Tepe have been an ancient observatory? Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Göbekli Tepe didn't exist in isolation. It was part of a world where humans were beginning to grapple with big questions about their place in the universe. We see evidence of sun worship and fire rituals at many Neolithic sites, and Göbekli Tepe is no exception. Some of the pillars seem to have been positioned to catch the first rays of the rising sun on certain days of the year. But it's not just about the sun. The night sky, with its wheeling stars and wandering planets, must have been a source of wonder and inspiration for these ancient people. Some researchers have even suggested that certain symbols at Göbekli Tepe might represent constellations or cosmic events. Standing in one of these stone circles on a clear night, the Milky Way stretching overhead, it's enough to make anyone feel connected to something greater than themselves. Now, here's where things get a little, well, let's say intense. There's evidence that Göbekli Tepe wasn't just about life in the cosmos. It was also a place intimately connected with death. Archaeologists have found human bone fragments at the site, some of which show signs of defleshing. This suggests that the people who used Göbekli Tepe might have practiced a form of secondary burial, where the flesh was removed from bones before final interment. But why? Well, in many cultures, this kind of practice is seen as a way of helping the deceased transition to the afterlife. It's also possible that these rituals were a way of connecting with ancestral spirits. The idea of life, death, and rebirth seems to have been central to many ancient belief systems. And Göbekli Tepe might have been a place where these cosmic cycles were celebrated and explored. Let's take a closer look at those incredible carvings. The pillars of Göbekli Tepe are like a stone canvas, telling stories we're still trying to understand. We see fierce predators like lions and leopards, scavenging birds like vultures, and venomous creatures like scorpions and snakes. But what do they mean? Are they symbols of power, representations of spirit animals, or perhaps early attempts at writing? One intriguing theory suggests that these animal symbols might represent constellations or star groups. Could the ancient builders of Göbekli Tepe have been recording their observations of the night sky? It's a tantalizing possibility, one that links this ancient site to humanity's enduring fascination with the cosmos. At some point around 8000 BCE, the people who built Göbekli Tepe did something extraordinary. They buried it. Some archaeologists suggest it might have been a ritual closure, a way of preserving the site's power. Others propose changing beliefs or social structures might have made the site obsolete. Or perhaps it was an attempt to protect the site from enemies or rival groups. Whatever the reason, this deliberate burial is what preserved Göbekli Tepe for us to discover millennia later. Göbekli Tepe suggests that complex religious or spiritual beliefs might have come before agriculture and settled life, not after as we've long assumed. It implies that our ancestors were capable of far more sophisticated social organization and engineering than we've given them credit for. In the grand story of human development, Göbekli Tepe reminds us that history is full of surprises. It challenges us to keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep marveling at the incredible journey of our species. As we've journeyed through the mysteries of Göbekli Tepe, we've touched on something profound, our enduring connection to the cosmos. From those ancient stargazers carving their observations in stone to our modern explorations of the universe, we're part of a grand cosmic story. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember, you're carrying on a tradition that's at least 12,000 years old. And who knows, maybe the answers to our biggest questions have been written in stone all along, just waiting for us to decipher them. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Your support helps us uncover more incredible stories from our past.